Hello, I'm Coercer, and we're watching games from ArtifactCup number 31. We are in the last round, and we are now at the last matchup, and this will be the final game between me and Tren, and that will be on Tren as the previous matchup in round 5. I'll be playing as the Galcian, and Tren will be playing as Soban. So Soban will have access to those sweet Soban railguns, which Tren isn't that suited for due to all of the map features that block vision, like dunes in these starting areas and all of these outcroppings around the crater. But Tren is a very good player. He is pretty much the reigning champion in Deserts of Kharak at the moment, so he will, if anyone, he will be able to make things work. So here he is in his Soban carrier. I just can't get over how cool the Soban carrier looks. And on the opposite side of the map, it's me playing as the Galcian. Tren has kept his base runner, and he is moving out with his probe, and that probe will get intercepted by my production cruiser. I'm not sure how much info Tren was able to glean there. I think he was just able to see how many salvagers I had out, and of course there is a production cruiser there, and Tren has LEV tech up, and he is producing LEVs immediately off the bat. Now at first he had just 3 LEVs queued up, but now he has queued up a few more, so for now he will have 5 LEVs it seems, and right now he's just adding on to that queue as resources come in. So it looks like he has decided to just swarm me with LEVs, and my production cruiser is way out in front. I built 2 sand skimmers to scout around and see what's going on. Tren has a base cylinder there in the vicinity, and there's a 3rd sand skimmer now out for me, but Tren will spot this production cruiser approaching, and he pretty much immediately reroutes all of those LEVs to move in on the production cruiser. Now my sand skimmer is trying to deal some damage here, but it eventually gets taken out by those 2 LEVs, and now my production cruiser is in quite a bit of trouble. It basically has no way to defend itself, and let's look at production. I'm building another production cruiser, and I've just queued up an assault ship in this production cruiser, and that sand skimmer is just trying to provide some distraction for these LEVs. At this point I'm pretty sure that I'm going to lose that production cruiser. I can't get it to my carrier in time. That assault ship is taking a painfully long time to pop out from the production cruiser, and even when it does, Tren manages to have his LEVs split up a bit so they don't get caught in the AoE attack of the assault ship, and my production cruiser is destroyed by the LEVs. In the meantime, I did place a sand skimmer here to prevent Tren from just mining for free, but of course he has access to the armed logistic modules, and that ALM is of course enough to prevent my sand skimmer from dealing too much damage. In the meantime, Tren has secured his first artifact, so he is in the lead 1-0 in the artifact capture round, and I'm now producing assault ships from my production cruiser. Now of course I am behind at this point. I did not expand to my first bulkhead while all of that was going on, or rather I was just starting to long distance haul from my first bulkhead. I have 2 assault ships out on the field now, since Tren currently has a lot of LAVs out. That is a sensible unit choice, but Tren is also upgrading his LAVs. He had the boost ability earlier, so as soon as he was done killing my defenseless production cruiser, he boosted away, so my assault ship couldn't deal too much damage to his forces. And Tren is now pumping out the Soban Vista railguns, and just as my assault ship gets in the range and starts to deal damage to his salvagers, these Soban railguns are in position so that assault ship does not deal enough damage to kill even a single set of salvagers. And you can see that Tren has a pretty distinct army advantage at this moment. He just has more stuff. I have a single assault ship out, a sand skimmer back here to scout for anything that might come around on that side, and another assault ship just protecting my meager resourcing operation. I am rebuilding a base runner in an attempt to at least try and get more power for my carrier so I can defend easier. And I hid this assault ship here in that nook, so it won't be able to be attacked from railguns as easily. And now I could have just placed it here in this little valley, and it would have been even safer, which I guess I am doing at the moment there. And these LAVs will now stream in to take out that assault ship, so these railguns will be able to move around freely.
Enemy contact on sensors.
What is Tren doing? Tech-wise, he has power reserve of 1. He is researching missile battery fabrication, since he is seeing only assault ships from my side, and he knows that if a Gaussian player is going for assault ships, on the field, the only logical choice after that is air, and he is taking steps in that direction to prevent me from gaining an advantage with air units. And I do have some sand skimmers out on the field harassing that base runner. Tren is moving in with a bunch of LAVs and a couple of railguns, and I am moving in behind with my assault ship, hoping that perhaps Tren won't be paying as much attention and I'll be able to take out 1 or 2 of those railguns. Interceptors come in, they deal quite some damage to those railguns, but there are just so many LAVs here which can shoot at air. So my interceptors are taking horrendous damage here. 2 interceptors go down to that LAV blob, and there's still a railgun up, and that interceptor is still circling around, which was a big mistake on my part. I should have at least tried to save 1 of those, and this assault ship is moving in far too late, I'm afraid. Could have been moving in earlier. And this railgun now even has a rank, so it has more health, and I'm not sure that that assault ship will be able to deal enough damage to kill it. The railgun fired and hit the assault ship, so its armor was reduced, and those LAVs are able to clean up that operation there. I'm still trying to get something done with AAVs, and in the meantime I'm able to sneak up an artifact, so the artifact score is now 1-1, and my carrier will be able to defend if Tren decides to move in directly on my main.
Enemy signature identified.
Copy. On our way.
The combination of the armed logistics module and those railguns with mark target is more than enough to take out the sand skimmers. Mark target. I believe, I'm not sure if it also increases accuracy. But in any case, mark target is always a useful thing to activate if you're playing Soban. There is a missile battery up for Tren. It's doing some sweet tricks here on these dudes. And I basically have to retreat with my interceptors. Now I could have maybe moved around a bit and tried to harass that support cruiser and those salvagers there, and these two LAVs will encounter one of my assault ships, and one goes down, one is still alive, and the second one will be destroyed by that assault ship. Tren, in the meantime, is moving out with a big force. He has 2 missile batteries, 3 AVs, 2 railguns, and 4 LAVs, so a nice mix of units. He knows I have interceptors, I know he has missile batteries, I don't have any kind of significant ground force at the moment. Basically this game was pretty much done as soon as I lost that production cruiser, and this is just me trying to make something happen, trying to abuse some of the terrain features here, trying to save that assault ship by hiding behind Entune, but these AEs move in for the kill before the regeneration could kick in, trying to deal as much damage to these railguns before they get to my base. And these assault ships now also have the high ground advantage. As long as the railguns don't open fire, the assault ships will be able to win a fight against AEVs. I'm sneaking around with an artifact, hoping that I would be able to grab another one. I do have 2 production cruisers out and my carrier is still there at my main. Now, if I remember correctly, what I was thinking here was, okay, Tren has a lot of LAVs, he has invested into those LAVs, and probably better off trying to have my carrier in place to defend against any kind of LAV drive-by. Calcium point defense guns are very good against light units.
Enemy contact on the board.
Tren's LAVs are poking around on the map. And I'm just hanging back on my side of the map, trying to tech up and build up any kind of ground force. Now I have no railguns whatsoever. Did I research railgun tech? Nope, I did not. So I pretty much have no answer for Tren's Suban railguns. And he's just cruising along freely across the map. He has no opposition whatsoever. And he is massing at my doorstep. He knows that he needs to prevent me from delivering any artifacts to power up my carrier any further. And those railguns and all of those units are more than enough to take out my assault ship. Based around them, those 2 mortar strikes, very well aimed, taking out the assault ship and damaging the base runner. In the meantime, I am moving out with a bunch of my interceptors, but Tren has also positioned anti-air turrets, and my interceptors took some anti-air fire, and I lost one almost immediately. I'm finally dealing some damage to Tren's economy, but I lost all of my interceptors. Yes, indeed. There we go. I lost all of my interceptors in that attack, but there are also some sand skimmers here harassing his position. But I'm afraid that is all too late. In the meantime, Tren is attacking my main. He is hammering my carrier. All of those railguns. opening fire at once. Also, a marked target is going down on my carrier,
Railgun engaging enemy
so
unit.
it's taking even more damage. I managed to sneak in a force of sand skimmers,
Hostile strike class destroyed.
and I'm trying to take down these railguns, but they have armor upgrades. They have the railgun damage upgrade, and I basically abandoned one of my production cruisers and these salvagers to their fate. I'm taking the second production cruiser with my carrier. I've dumped all of my energy into regenerative systems, trying to survive as long as I can. But as you can see, I'm just moving in with a bunch of salvagers and 3 assault ships and my production cruiser in the hopes that I'd be able to delay Tren's forces until my carrier would regain enough health points to stay alive and maybe take out a few of these railguns. Trying to deal damage to Tren's forces as they are out on the field, and all of these massed railguns are just chewing up my assault ships. I do take out 1 missile battery, but at this point it doesn't really matter. I have just 2 interceptors. Tren didn't even rebuild those salvagers that I took out, and he's just long distance mining from that second bulkhead. He is too busy dismantling my forces on the other side of the map, and here's another LAV blob. You can see just how quickly LAVs can take out production cruisers, which is why they are so dangerous in the early game. If you get LAV rushed as a Galcian commander, LAVs can be quite deadly. They can deal a lot of damage very quickly and then get out of your base. So I lose my 1 remaining production cruiser. I'm still regenerating health on that carrier and trying to make something happen with a couple of assault ships. I've also sent one of those one of the surviving salvagers across the map, and now Tren's railguns will take out my remaining base runner. Now I just have a couple of sand skimmers, my carrier, and pretty much nothing else. A single salvager is remaining. These assault ships finally getting some work done here. Salvager goes down.
A salvager has been lost.
No, and 1 remains. Tren has more than enough units on the map to take care of all of these things. Tren's base runner doesn't counter my carrier. That won't end well for it. I have rebuilt one of my production cruisers. Tren just has a massive massive army on the field. There are armed logistics modules everywhere. There are anti-air turrets. I still have 2 interceptors in my bay, and he even has a backup army. And I'm just trying to make something happen with my carrier. I have power in weapons and range, at this point I'm just hoping that if I get in range of those railguns I can take them out, but Tren is just so good with denying any kind of advantage I might have. He uses the missile battery mortar ability to pretty much negate my sand skimmers. They had so few health points left to get cleaned up easily by those AAVs, and I'm forced to retreat with my carrier. Now those LAVs are dealing damage. Even though with that much energy in my regenerative system, they're actually not dealing that much. Am I recovering more health when they're dealing damage? It seems like that. But now they've switch targets to my remaining production cruiser.
LAV
And,
taking effective fire.
as you can see, I have no chance to survive,
An LAV has been lost.
and I'm just being a bit stubborn here, trying to see if Tren will make a mistake. I'm sure you all know that Tren doesn't
Enemy
make any
engaging armored
mistakes.
unit.
He has fully mined out his
Railgun
main,
engaging enemy unit.
and I'm now
Hostile interceptor
launching
has
my
opened
2
fire.
interceptors
A railgun has been lost.
to try and take out this
Armored
force of
unit lost.
railguns.
Target set. Move.
Carrier
Fire. Move.
should be able to deal with these 3 railguns, but they're more than enough out on the map
Display. Move order confirmed.
to kill my carrier eventually.
Ready for
Railgun destroyed.
underway.
I'm not sure what else I can say at this point.
Enemy salvager neutralized.
Aerial strike craft now available for production. Spectrum analysis has identified an artifact.
And there we go. I conceded the match finally. I guess I could have done that earlier, but you know how it is. You play in the tournament and you don't want to just give up, even though things are pretty clear. Looking at this map, you can see the Tren just dominated every moment of this match, and I was basically a bit outclassed there. So let's look at the final scores of this Artifact Cup. We have Tren at rank 1 with 5 wins and no losses. We have Ewok in second place with 4 wins and 1 loss. I'm in third place with 3 wins and 2 losses. Iceman is in fourth with 2 wins and 3 losses. Muad'Dib is in fifth with 1 win and 4 losses. And Noniadamas is last with no wins and 5 losses. Now Noniadamas had to leave after round 3, I believe. So we don't know if he would have been able to win any matches. But that's the way the dunes shift, I guess. So thank you for watching Artifact Cup number 31 with me, and I hope to see you next time. Bye.